Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have Charizard in Generation 1, a Pokemon that I have not done for a so long period of time, I literally can't even remember how the run had gone. I actually had planned to originally bring up my own run, but I kind of forgot because I was looking into how should I play this current run. Now, Charizard is going to be so very, very different. I know we knocked off a lot of time on some of our earlier redos, but I think Charizard is going to see one of the biggest knockoffs in time other than Butterfree, just because I think Charizard's kind of been solved. There are quite a few runs out there by both Scott and Gym Leader Matt that just kind of show that this run is like figured out. Like there really was, and the thing is, I think they both independently figured out exactly what to do. So if two people can come to the same conclusion, most likely the conclusion is true. So I don't think there will be a whole heck of a lot of changes to be made from run 1 to run 2. There is a handful of luck, but not an enormous amount of luck. So really, we could probably go ahead and get started momentarily here. I just want to pick up, or I just want to see what my old run looked like to show the chat real quick. Oh, there it is. Oh, 1 year ago. Wow, that is oh my god. So, if anybody doesn't know, this is the prototype for the overlay that we're currently using. The overlay that we're currently using was supposed to be based on Pokemon cards, and this overlay was the original version of that overlay before we got the graphics overhaul to the overlay. But as you can see, it is a long way from that overlay to our current overlay, but there are some pretty cool elements that aren't on my current overlay, like in the top left hand corner, it shows the Pokemon it evolved from. And I do like the fractions element of this overlay, but it is it's pretty cool to see just how far things come. Oh, and the biggest change, the one change that I really, really wish I would be able to implement myself, but I don't think it's really all that easy, is in the bottom left hand corner with the resistances and the weaknesses, there are two different color circles around each one. Every white circle is a double circle. So as you can see, the weaknesses, we got a double weakness to rock, but we also have a double resistance to grass and a double resistance to bug. I wish I could implement that. That would be a really cool thing to implement. Regardless, that was such an old run. Go ahead and swap over to the current overlay. Obviously much better looking, and this doesn't even include the backgrounds because it takes you have to actually start a battle or just change scenes for the background to start. As you can see, we just added a background. I was just making sure the color palette that I picked worked. As you can see, it's pretty orangish. I really like the color palette change. I think it's actually a little funny, but it works perfectly with Charizard. All right, anyways, let's take a look at chat real quick. I did Charizard recently on my own time, don't remember real time, but game time was around 240 mark. I do think that Scott got around 230 and Gym Leader Matt got around 218, 220 or something like that. Although Gym Leader Matt played at 3 times speed and Gym Leader Matt played it a year ago. But regardless, yeah, there is definitely some time to cut. I don't know if I can get the time that Scott got. He played 3 runs on his stream, and he obviously ran a lot of damage calculations on his stream, and then obviously, as I mentioned multiple times, the whole Mount Moon thing. It really makes getting a time like sub 40 very, very difficult. But It's certainly possible with 0 resets. That was the other thing both of them had going for them, is they both had 0 resets. That's the reason why I put under 43 minutes. I think I put, or not 0, sorry. Scott had, I think, 3 resets on Lance, but that was all because of Hydro Pump, not misses, and Gym Leader Matt had 0 because of a double Hydro Pump miss on his very first try. But regardless, I think I will probably run into some more problems than they did, just because they played the run probably multiple times before they got to that final run. So there was no sense in putting the over-under at a final time when there's no way I was going to reach the final time on my very first attempt. So 43 seemed like a good buffer to put it to. But I think I can get 42 something on my first try. And I think I can get 41 something on my second try. But you never know how it's going to go. I did learn one really, really cool thing that I did not expect. I learned both of them decided to pick up rest. Scott used rest on Lance. After he got Hydro Pumped, he was then able to rest on the Dragonair. Gym Leader Matt picked up rest. He forgot to teach rest for Lance, but he got the Hydro Pump misses, so it didn't matter. All right. I don't think either one of them used even a single PP up. Unfortunately, I'm like almost incapable of like picking up the PP ups for some reason. Incapable of not picking up the PP ups. I just kind of do. It's just like an innate sense that I have to pick up the PP ups. So I don't know. That might cost me a little bit, but we'll see. Oh, I need a nickname for our first run here. Nobody in chat had said anything, and because it wasn't like a poll, nobody commented a nickname, I don't believe. I know this was Axiu's choice. Let me just double check to make sure Axiu didn't comment a nickname. Nope. Nickname. Oh, okay. So instead of all caps, we'll nickname it Charizard, but with like one capital letter. Got it. All right. I've been looking forward to this run for so long. Charizard is in my overall favorite Pokemon list. Looking forward to doing it. Plus, when you set a 1 hour time with Charmander and your Charizard time is like 55, it's like, what gives? Jesus, that's a lot of going left and right. All right, starter timer. I wonder if I should have started with one Leer. I didn't really pay attention to the Oak battle on either one of the runs that I watched. The one cool thing about Charizard that's so different than Charmander is that I don't have to do any battles in order to get Ember. I just start with it, which is so cool. It's such a Gen 1 thing for the first stage Pokemon to not get final stage moves. And it partly the reason why some of these runs are real brutal is just that you just don't get access to even a bad move. Like, for instance, you know, if a Pokemon gets Leer on their final evolution and Leer's not very good, Leer is the difference of a really good Brock time. Well, I shouldn't say a really mediocre Brock time in a really bad Brock time. And obviously you'd like you'd like at least a mediocre Brock time. So like, yeah, like we just did a run. I forget who it was, just 2 days ago, of a Pokemon that just got a Gen 1 Miss Ember. Wow. That only had one attacking move. Psyduck. Oh, right. We just did Primeape 2 days ago. But yeah, Primeape. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to start becoming tradition, not starting the vertical stream until... Actually, you know what? Let's just start over. I forgot to use Ember like twice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we are playing Charizard in Generation 1. Nickname has already been selected by the people who are in the horizontal stream. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, fingers crossed we get a good run here today. And enjoy the color palette. It is custom. It's very orange. If I were of the female persuasion, I would say it really goes with Charizard's coat. Oh, Annie, that's the best part. Charizard's nickname is Charizard. Did you not know this? We nicknamed it Charizard, but with lowercase letters because it's funny. Okay, now we get to fix the mistakes of the first run, aka probably starting with a leer. All right, please remember to use Ember. And the thing is, it's a noticeable change, but only if you're looking for it. You'd think after hundreds of runs, I would get much better at avoiding like the grass. And I don't. In fact, in Scott's Charizard video, he goes over this as well, that he just thinks that one of the things that holds him back is that he just isn't the greatest player out there, which I would agree, and myself is also not the greatest player out there. One of the reasons why I can't really compete for the win on his race. But I am definitely one of the better strategists out there, which is why I think I would be able to come up with the winning strategy, just not be able to do it myself. People out there like Red Riosity and Austin are so good at repetitious playing and playing perfectly that it's really difficult to compete when you're just not as good as them. I want to say my contribution to the Smeargle run is that I was eliminated like around Cerulean, which is a bummer. Speed and I put so much effort into that run too. So I know I don't need all this training that I'm doing. Scott showed that you can do it with basically entire, almost minimum battles, basically just the forest battles. But gym leader Matt showed me that it's just worth it to just go for it. John, Axiu's comment was the one that won technically. But I feel you. All right, no bide. No, okay, well, bide's good there. Perfect. All right, 247 Brock. That's pretty good, I think. Don't know how it compares to the previous run, but I think it's pretty good. Hello, Jeffrey Archer. Welcome to the stream. On the vertical. Glad to see the vertical is getting some people today. Of course, probably has something to do with Charizard. Okay. Just making sure we got enough embers to last, which 18 is perfectly fine at this point. There's only 6 Pokemon left. All right, I forget how many Pokeballs I bought, but I hope it's my normal. Okay, wow, the 5% Jigglypuff, 1 in 20 chance. I keep on mentioning that Jigglypuff. It loves to rear its head. It's not so rare in my runs. Funny how often it pops up. You would think 1 in 20 runs it would pop up, so 1 in 10 streams, but it's definitely a lot more than that. I know I don't probably need to battle this guy. But I saw the difference between Scott's run, which was, he said doing minimum battles was a 40% chance to two-shot the Starmie on Misty's team. And I saw Gym Leader Matt get to level 25, and it didn't matter what Misty did. She could have gotten a Bubble Beam crit on Gym Leader Matt. It wouldn't have mattered. So I think what I want to do is I want to put somewhere in between of the two of them. I want to get somewhere in between them. Wow. I'm hoping the 2 trainers plus whatever wild Zubats we face will get us the in-between level range for Misty when we get there. Because Misty is one of the very few trainers that actually has a chance to give us a reset. Also, currently, still no Paris. I just missed 2 Mega Punches. That sucks. 3 Mega Punches. 4 Mega Punches. 5 Mega Punches. I missed 5 Mega Punches in one battle. What time? What time are you doing that, John? My time. $9:30 tomorrow. Aren't I doing a stream tomorrow? I can't remember. If I'm doing nothing, I'll be there. You have to look at my schedule. I don't remember if I'm doing anything. Wow, this Sandshrew is really killing this run, which is really unfortunate because we had that great Brock battle. Come on, Sandshrew. That's a 50% Great Ball. Oh, well, if it says I'm free, then I'm free. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, I don't think it competes with my my playing Yu-Gi-Oh with my boss, so yeah, I'll definitely be free. Yeah, the stream with Ike has been canceled. Ike apparently made plans when he found out that Speed was streaming with somebody else. And I asked him if he still wanted to do this week, but he had already made plans by the time I had asked him. So I still have to cancel that one. Okay, I need to pay attention to the overlay pretty big this time. Pretty big. If Ember is 2 times effective, I need to use it. If Ember or Ember is not 2 times effective, I use Mega Punch. Really unfortunate that not 2 times effective on poison types. Really? Okay, it looks like we'll probably have to use the elixir early. Perfect. Not bad. No! Ah, crap. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. We'll just pretend like we got a whole bunch of Mega Punch misses on the trainer above us. But this trainer just has so many more Pokemon. On the bright side, at least the guy can't see you from above. Oops. Interesting. We will actually make it level 25. So I guess one difference between my run and Gym Leader Matt's run is that he must not have battled the wild Zubats after obtaining Mega Punch like I did, which means that I can actually just not battle those trainers in Mount Moon and still arrive at level 25. Crap, I just forgot to teach Dig. Oh well. At least it wasn't before Misty. Wow, we made it with a lot of HP to, or XP to spare. Yeah, we could definitely just continue battling the Zubats after obtaining Mega Punch. No X Defend, that's perfect. X Defend plus like all bubble beams was like the only way we lose at this high level. Regardless, the hard part of the run is mostly over now. I don't want to say it's smooth sailing, but it's definitely better from here. This battle could be annoying if we get some Mega Punch misses followed by sand attacks, but looks like that never happened. Well, luckily, John, there are no rocks in our path. The only rocks that can use Rock Throw are the Exploding Hiker. And the Exploding Hiker won't have a chance to use Rock Throw because I have Dig. Surge could technically be a problem if I don't outspeed, but I think I do. I can't believe how smoothly I just walked in this room. Usually I fumble around that door. All right, now the one thing I can't remember is rare candies. I want to say I saw Gym Leader Matt use 10 at the very end of his run. So if Gym Leader Matt used 10 at the end of his run, it means he only skipped 1 candy. And I have a feeling it's probably the rocket candy if I were to guess. Because I know he went from 48 to 58 in his run. Oh, of course I got sand attacked. $48 to $58 for Lorelei. Right, right. The power plant candy basically doesn't exist. It takes so much time to get the power plant candy that nobody really acknowledges its existence until you have such a piss poor Pokemon that it might need it. Usually, I would imagine a first stage Pokemon in the slow level up group, probably all of those need it. Like I haven't done it yet, but I could definitely tell Execute would probably be the candidate for needing that candy. Although, to be fair, maybe it doesn't. Execute does get a lot of pretty solid moves after Brock. That's the key. Execute gets bad moves for Brock, and then it opens up the rest of the run, I think. Oh, this is one interesting difference that I noticed. I can't contemplate changing this. I think Scott's way is probably faster, but I'm not really sure if I can really do anything differently. But I did notice that when Scott moves his items around in his bag, he clicks select on the spot he wants to move the item first and then selects the item. I always select the item I want to move, then the spot I want to move it. Obviously, my way is worse, but at this point, I'm so far gone that there's no way I could possibly teach myself to do the other way. Okay, I got 6 digs still remaining. That's gonna be perfectly fine. Ah, what a waste of time. I guess it's better than being paralyzed, because then I'd have to waste my full restore. As it currently sits, I get to still get a 3rd vitamin. And if I have to use that full restore, then I have to buy the TMs to get that item. It tried to use Rock Throw. It tried to use Rock Throw. A man after his own name finally self-destructs. Art. I know, how dare he use good moves? Crazy. You know, the one nice thing about this run is that I don't actually have to pick the hardest rival team. So both Gym Leader Matt and Scott changed Charmander to make it Charizard. And I really do think that the Blastoise team is actually second hardest to the Charizard team in this case, because Blastoise would be Gyarados would be much harder to defeat than Blastoise. So because it's thematic that you change Charmander into Charizard, it's like one of the very few runs where the starter is not going to be the hardest team. And apparently I don't have to feel bad about it. I actually forgot what vitamin they bought, if they bought a vitamin at all, but I'm just going to go with protein because in a Swords Dance run, every single protein is like 3 proteins. Or more, really, because... Well, no, it's not exponential. It's 300%. So yeah, it's 3 proteins, every protein. Oops. Probably should have used Ember. Although I'm not sure Ember would have one-shot. Alright, we already have basically double the speed in order to outspeed the Ghastlies, so I'm not particularly worried about the Ghastly. I don't know why I just saved there. I force a habit. So one thing that's going to be a little bit kind of difficult for me to figure out is when do I get Swords Dance? Do I dip my head in Silph to go get Swords Dance, or should I consider trying Rival 5? Because I think... I can't remember what both Gym Leader Matt and Scott did when they got Swords Dance. If they dipped their head in to go grab it, and then come back and do... Koga, or if they were just able to do Koga without Swords Dance. I want to say I remember watching Scott use one Swords Dance on Koga, but my memory could be wrong. Regardless, I'm a little bit on the safe, not sorry camp of thought, so I'm just gonna dip my head in, get Swords Dance real quick. Right, I don't think that Dig could knock out Muck and coughing, or Muck and wheezing without at least one Swords Dance. Which does leave me open to one smoke screen, but there's not much I can do about that. On the bright side, after picking up all of these items, I am able to just immediately hold on. Carbos, candy. Oh no, we don't need the Carbos. Oh well. Crap, I forgot to heal at the Pokemon Center. Oh, did not see that coming. Thankfully, this trainer is really, really bad. Although I probably could have just used grab slash there real quick over Mega Punch, but not that it mattered. I'm literally gonna teach Swords Dance right now over Mega Punch. I screwed up. Oh, I played the run so perfectly and I forgot to go to the 7th floor. No. Darn it. Okay, well, we have got some room for error to fix on the next run. And who knows, you know, this could be technically a perfect Hydro Pump free run, and I could have just ruined it. All right, so the strategy here was one Swords Dance and sweep. Pretty much the same in Koga's gym. One Swords Dance and sweep. I do remember Scott saying something about there needs to be some training at some point, whether it was 2 Victory Road trainers or 2 trainers on Cycling Road. I'm going to find that out for myself. Still, I mean, we're at 0 resets. Even if there had one little overworld issue, we're doing pretty good. Ah. Okay. All right, good. I got no more items. I did not pick up the Carbos or anything like that. All right, 1 Swords Dance, and we should be good to go. Okay, well, that's fine. That's why we picked up the full restore anyways. Didn't particularly expect to knock that out at 1 hit, but glad we got to level 38, so, you know, at least there's that. I don't think there's going to be a problem here unless I get hit by a smoke screen. X attack, perfect. Oh, right, or Muck using minimize. Perfect. All right, so we can head directly to the 5th floor since we've done everything already. Ooh, I was expecting that to one-shot. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll... Wow, back-to-back roars. Interesting. I would consider using dig here, but it does have withdraw. Not necessarily that I think I need the Swords Dance here. It's that I am really low on PP, and therefore Swords Dance on that trainer is not really for that added attack, but more or less to ensure that I don't waste PP at any point on any of the Pokemon. Because now I'm currently sitting at 7 PP. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna be fine. But it would have really sucked if I had to use Ember at any point. All right, so we have over 115 speed, so we can actually take care of Sabrina now. I think the strategy was just 1 Swords Dance. I don't think we need 2 at all. Interesting. Nice. As expected. 43, nice damage rounding threshold for Blaine. Not that we particularly are going to need it, but you know, always nice. I have so many extra TMs. So far, so good, though. Didn't even bother to heal, because I don't even think we got hit by Sabrina. Yes, Koga went well, as in he did not use smokescreen. And currently everything is still going very perfectly. There is no issues in this run whatsoever. I made the one mistake by picking up Swords Dance too slowly. Now that was about it. And by picking up slowly, I meant going back to pick it up after the fact. Oops. What level we get flamethrower 46? Okay. I do remember seeing Scott teach fire blast at some point. Don't remember why though. By all means, Austin. I know you're the master of Charizard. I remember you posted like one absolutely ridiculous time quite a while back. Well, I mean, yeah, of course Fire Blast hits harder, but I don't really know where I'm going to be using the Fire Blast that particularly matter. Aw. You can delete Flamethrower, Lance for rest or something to help iron it out, and then Fire Blast for the champ. Does great damage against Executor. Ah, yes, that makes sense. The plan was already to teach rest for Lance because of the whole survive one Uh, survive. Oh, crap. Okay, we're good. Oh, I should be teaching Earthquake at some point, too. Surviving the one Hydro Pump and then rest up on the next Dragonair. Well, that was a Hydro Pump miss. Not really sure if that mattered. I imagine it probably didn't. So far, so good on time, though, for the over-under. We currently have 0 resets, which is kind of expected at this point, considering I played for the safer strategy. Let's see, we got 9 resets. Oh, Scott mentioned, or no, sorry, Gym Leader Matt mentioned being level 48 and then using 10 candies, so we need to battle 1 trainer at some point. I'll battle the Bellsprout line trainer. Get the 1 level. I have flamethrower, so it shouldn't be hard or slow at all. Okay. Boy, we would need pretty much a 0 reset run in order to get that sub 40. It would be real close. I mean, we've only made 1 mistake too, and it wasn't even like a time, like a big time mistake. Oh crap. Okay, well now I just made a big time mistake. I didn't have enough room for the full restores. But imagine if I just didn't have the full restores altogether, how much worse that would have been. Or if like I just didn't get the full restores. So apparently Gym Leader Matt said if I use Dig, it'll use Rest immediately. Interesting. No, that was Scott that said that. Interesting attack drop. Really? Of course I got a crit. Of course I got a crit. Only time the crit mattered. I also got an attack drop from Dugong and an attack drop from Cloyster. I mean, I get that it probably shouldn't have been in a position for the Cloyster to even get an attack drop on me, but I think I got a crit on that one too. Oh, wow. Wholeheartedly did not expect that. Okay, well. In theory, he could have submissioned me. Well, we got 2 minutes for 3 battles. Not super likely, but it is what it is. Long battle against Lorelei, burned at the very end. Or that free, not free. Crit at the very end. All right. The battle we've all been waiting for. Where are you? Am I blind? There it is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. I fucked up hard. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go for run two then. Oops. I don't think I can win this now. Oh crap. Ah. I was so hasty. Clicked the wrong move. I knew immediately after it happened. Yeah. I don't. Oh man. I don't think there's anything I could do at this point. Oh, I could probably teach strength. I should have thought of that sooner. You know, Charizard, you could crit. It's not all about the Hydro Pump miss. You could get a crit. Maybe. Actually, probably not. Never mind. Maybe it is all about the Gyarados. Crit will do less than Swords Dance. Ouch. Okay. Well, regardless, he's still not critting. Anyways. Also, I'd like to point out that this Gyarados, it hit, I think, like 12 Hydro Pumps in a row or something like that. Maybe 10. Wrong move. Whoa. Well, some could argue that I may have sandbagged that fight. Just so that way the 91% of the people who voted the under could lose. I assure you, that is not the case. I really am that bad. Oh crap, I was so close to a level up. Maybe I should have did it on the right on or the Arcanine. Okay, well. Regardless, it was pretty close. Even with that really, really sandbagged finale against Lance, somehow pulled it through. Yeah, I don't think we'll be keeping Fire Blast, but on the bright side, there's nowhere to go but up at this point. I mean, we know what a 12 reset run looks like. A 12 reset run is a 43-28. Oh, Cloyster? That's a good call. We can do that for Cloyster. I mean, to be fair, we didn't even use Flamethrower outside of Bruno, and the only reason I used Flamethrower on Bruno is because I was afraid of counter. Like, it. All right, hold on. I'm going to hit the restroom. I'm going to put the new over-under at 41, maybe? Yeah, well, there's nowhere to go but up from here, so that's always good. The nice thing about this run is it just feels consistent, which is great. I will definitely also not have to battle the trainers in Mount Moon. I'm just going to do the strategy that I figured out, which is just Mega Punch the Zubats. It's basically the same as running away, but now I'll be a slightly higher level for Misty, and therefore have a higher chance of two-shotting her with Dig, because I saw that Scott had ran away from everything, and he said there was a 40% chance of defeating Misty with 2 digs, and I did not like those odds, especially when the Zubats are very mega punchable. All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom. All right, anybody got a nickname suggestion that's kind of short? I could go with the Inferno. It's 6 letters compared to Charizard, which is 9. 100% of people voted under. Apparently, nobody has faith that Lance can hit every single Hydro Pump from here on out. Guys, Lance is a professional. You know, he won so many Pokemon battles to get here. You know, he beat so many people. He defeated everybody but Blue. You don't have faith that he could land every single Hydro Pump from here on out? He might set the world record for most Hydro Pump not misses. Ugh. All right, hold on. Inferno. I don't even know how you spell Infuego. I was thinking Infuego would be funny. It's kind of like a mishmash on modern slang in Inferno. I don't know how to spell Infuego. All right. That looks right. That looks wrong, Austin. Austin, that's how I tried to spell it. I just looked at it and I'm like, that doesn't look right. I saw it. I'm like, in Fugo? We sure it's in Fugo? All right, let's see how our Fuego does. All right, so start with the Leer, then go the scratches. Of course, it started with back-to-back crits, although the crits did just as much as the regular scratch did. I kind of wish I'd be able to one-shot that Rattata, but I don't want to even try to one-shot it just because I know I won't. Annie, where was that 19% crit rate when we were trying to beat Lance? I know it wouldn't have helped, but at least it would have made me feel good. All right, this time we're not going to pick up the antidote. Are you serious? I stepped 1 foot in the grass. Unfortunate. In the end, I don't think one encounter really matters. I could have gotten one extra encounter in Mount Moon. You never know. Another one encounter in the very grass. It's so rare to get any encounters. That's like the one spot to do it. We're already level 11. We're not even going to save at all. Like, all the way up to Brock, we're still not going to save. This is it. We're all in. How dare you sand attack me? Don't you know that I have a limited number of embers to work with? All right, let's pay attention. I'm already faster than Onyx, which is good. All right. Bite immediately. Okay, at this point, I'm pretty sure buy doesn't matter. Bite immediately was like the worst result. Although, I do think it was probably a bad decision to use Leer. Technically, if I wanted to play everything correctly, it probably would have been smarter to use Growl. We had a 247 Brock last time, so I think it's a little bit behind. Probably due to that one extra encounter. We had one encounter, I think, last run as well before Brock. But this time we had two. Same thing with, I think, one extra turn on Lightyear's junior trainer, but I don't think a turn really matters. Oh, and the 2 extra turns because of the bide. Or 3, I don't remember how many turns the bide was going for. I could probably save a lot of that time if I get a first try ball here. Or apparently consult TM34. All right, we're not dealing with Zubats until we get Mega Punch. Okay, we really need to get less Zubats, please. Thank you. Oh, nope. Spoke too soon. Okay. Now we're good to start punching Zubats. Get that extra XP for basically no time. I also got a Gen 1 miss on top of everything. Okay, whatever. That's fine. It's probably equivalent to the trainers that we did last run, but feels bad. Oh, come on. Can we at least get a Paris, please? Just once today, I'd like to get a Paris. I think that one of those crits mattered. You're not a Paris. Okay, well, last run we had, I think, 4 encounters to a Sandshrew. Of course, I missed twice. Okay, 3 encounters to a Sandshrew. It also took us like 4 balls. First ball. Okay, good. Not the best, but you know, shaving a little bit of time here and there. Although if we get hit by Sand Attack here, this could really, really suck. Also, I taught over Scratch. I'm curious if that will end up being relevant. I only taught it over Scratch for time-saving reasons. There's no obvious good reason. Okay, so neither Mega Punch or Ember are able to knock out No. 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 I'm not gonna have enough PP to even make it to the elixir. If I keep getting hit by all these sand attacks. Okay, I need to at least keep one Mega Punch for Machop. Of course, another miss. Okay, talk about cutting it close. I like orange Machop. It feels like Machop just got a tan. Very funny. I feel like Mega Punch was more accurate last run. a lot more accurate last run. I feel like Mega Punch maybe missed like once or twice in the whole entire run last run. And I feel like Mega Punch has missed like almost 10 times already. Although I think last run was more like the anomaly. This run is more like what should be happening. Okay, we might not make it to 25 this time. Hey, Boss KO. Okay, well, we'll make it to 25 for Star Me, but I don't know if we'll make it there by Star You. I don't think we will. I think this is 350 or something. Also, apparently, I forgot to teach Dig, which I did last run too. Can never count out the X defend or the bubble beam crits, so obviously I'm going to save. Okay, I was about to say Gen 1 miss a bubble beam. Heck yeah, but no, I just realized I was underground. Yeah, I wish. Well, no, I don't wish. Oh, there's the sand attack. Okay, well, luckily it was on a third Pidgey, so it didn't matter. Mega Punch. You've missed your last target. No, I take that back. We've got one more trainer for you, Mega Punch. Then we're done with you. Mega Punch now has to defeat a Staryu and a Tentacool, and we'll be done with it. I take that back. Gen 1, or the Mega Punch decided to finish off strong. Get that final miss in before it gets no more chances to miss. I mean, technically, Annie, you're not... Technically, it does exist. It's just from the other way around. Can't really get a Gen 1 hit, but the other person can Gen 1 miss through Fly or Dig. But I know what you mean. That'd be pretty cool if there was a chance that a move could hit a target that's unhittable. Alright, we're not even going to bother healing with the potion or anything. I think we outsped all of Surge's Pokemon. Last time I used Body Slam on Pikachu, I don't know if Body Slam will be enough to knock out Voltorb, though. So I'm still going to go Dig, Body Slam, Dig. Cool. I can't remember if I defeated the wrapping last using Ember or Body Slam. I want to say it was Ember. Now that I think about it, if it was Ember, I probably didn't need that heal because I had all my Embers still. Well, yeah, Dig does do more, but it's also slower. I've lost a run before by the skin of Ember's teeth. Okay, well, I tried Ember last time on that Venonat and did not one-shot, so I figured, hey, let's give Body Slam a shot. I hate this trainer so much. All right, I think 2 digs is good for this one. All right, unfortunately, last time Ember did not one-shot this Oddish. And still doesn't. Oh, at least I woke up faster. And then I got a Gen 1 miss on Ember. What is this game? You hate to see it. I can't remember the last time I battled that guy, not on purpose. Why am I saving? Oh, I'm saving just in case I get a Gen 1 miss, I guess? I mean, no. Bad excuse. Didn't need to save. I'd like to just use Body Slam on these, but unfortunately, I have had in the past those Pokemon survive moves like Body Slam, so it's just safer to use Dig. Annie, your dishwasher must be really close to your computer. I would never be able to put the dishes up that fast. Alright, 1 Pokédoll. Alright, I saw nothing wrong with the 3 proteins I bought earlier. It's not that I like needed to like survive damage from like a Hydro Pump or anything, so protein and having a better offense just seems like the right call. No! How dare you use my one and only weakness? No! My other weakness! Waste of time. No! Oh my god, it's the full 7. And then another miss and another miss. It's a good thing I'm not paralyzed, or I'd be real pissed right now. Gym leader Matt, this is the second run, but I failed the first run so horrifically wrong. I accidentally taught rest over body slam for Lance, and it took me like 4 or 5 resets to realize that I can then teach strength to fix my mistake. I wouldn't call it great. On the bright side, though, if anything were to be pointed out, that Gyarados was not missing Hydro Pumps. It missed like 1 Hydro Pump and like 12 resets. And the time it missed the Hydro Pump was when I was trying to knock it out with Flamethrower, because I didn't have strength yet. Yes, Gym Leader Matt. I actually watched your run in preparation for this run, and you did forget to teach rest, but you got a double Hydro Pump miss. Back-to-back Hydro Pump misses. It was absolutely crazy. Not that it really mattered. And then Scott got 3 Hydro Pump hits before he managed to finally get the Hydro Pump miss. So everybody required a little bit of luck. Although I really do feel like I had the capabilities of under 40 that last run if I just not screwed up so badly. Okay, I shouldn't have picked up that Carbos. Oh well. All right, we're about to fix the mistake one of the mistakes we made last run. We left before getting Swords Dance, and that was a real stupid thing to do. Also, I forgot to heal before doing Erica. That was also pretty stupid, but a little bit less stupid than the Swords Dance thing. Also, apparently Ember does not knock out all the trainers on the 3 Pokemon team, so I might as well just go ahead and do the execute. All right, Swords Dance. What do you think the cap is if things go well? Like a perfect run? Oops, that was an accident. I thought the wraps were still going. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I mean, it's either 38 or 37. I know that Austin's in chat, and he pretty much got a perfect run. I don't remember what it was though. I want to say Austin actually got like 36 something. Okay, 37 something. Yeah, so it's possible. I am unfortunately not capable of doing that, but certainly possible. Oh, speaking of, I saw when I was doing Scott's run, I saw him cut the grass on the left side of Fuchsia. Is that actually faster than cutting the grass on the right side of Fuchsia? Is that a tiny skip that I've never known about? Or was that just something that Scott does? So it is a time skip that I just never ever knew about. Interesting. I don't know why I saved. I guess I saved just in case I got hypnosis or something. Oh wait, these don't even have hypnosis. Right. Well, I already mentioned earlier in the run, Austin, I just don't have the capability of playing as perfectly as you guys. Scott actually mentioned it on his Charizard video that I was watching, that he also falls from the pitfall of just not being capable of playing perfectly. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I will get mad about that smokescreen though. Okay, well, so far I've been unaffected by smokescreen until just now. Okay. Gym leader Matt, that makes it even worse. It counts. Oh, well, okay. I just leveled up, so I guess technically the badge boost went away, but still insane. I never even thought it capable of him of being able to survive that hit. That's why I didn't even bother with two swords dance, or even like pointing out that he could conceivably survive two swords dance. Ah. Oh well. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ah. As Matt said in his video, at this point, when you've been hit for this with the sand attack, you might as well just go for the full badge boost. If you're gonna miss, you're gonna miss, but you better not at least miss more than once. I managed to hit through multiple misses, and I got a crit. Andrew, the first run, great. The second run, not so great. Technically, one of our resets was just because I didn't want to deal with first turn sand attack. Koga survived on an absolute sliver, and that rival 5, you know, he was really what do you call it? He's really adamant about making sure I had sand in my face. Okay. Okay, I actually just freaked out a little bit inside, like I had forgotten the Lapras. Then I looked it down on my overlay. I'm like, nope, Lapras is right there. You're all good. It's okay. All of this could tech. Oh, whoops! I was supposed to do early Sabrina. Not that it particularly matters which order I do it in. Koga, Sabrina, or Sabrina Koga. Sabrina Blaine. Blaine Sabrina. I'm sure Matt's already heard it a whole bunch of times, but I was watching Speed's video one day, and he pointed out that in Gen 3, this says Tombstoney instead of Tombstoner. I thought that was funny. I was like, that doesn't even make sense. At least Tombstoner sounds like a move. Tombstoney sounds made up. It's like they tried to make it sound like it more obviously wrong, so that way if a person were to just guess, they'd be like, that doesn't sound like a move, and then answer no. Luckily, I don't need any speed, so the badge boost doesn't particularly matter. Okay, so that's our last use of dig. Let's teach Earthquake. Isn't there already a Ghost Rock Pokemon? I think the Machoke survived last time. Oh my god, I got a crit. Of course. Then again, Annie, I might be thinking there wasn't because I remember watching a video by Wolfie VG or whatever his name was. Oh boy. I got to step away for 15, but you need a third run so I can watch. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. So much, Gym Leader Matt. I appreciate it very much. I think third run could definitely give me some redemption. He said he was stepping away, but he could always ask for some sort of change if he wants. Yep, try hard. Got it. Oh, I got crit and then paralyzed. That's not fun. Hydro Pump. Ah. Well. Crits are really killing us. Okay, can we one-shot Pidgeot now? Still? Wow. Okay, so I have to do the full setup on Pidgeot then. I figured I would at least... Oh, whoops, that was an accident. I'd use one on Rhyhorn here, so at least I get a badge boost, just in case. Maybe I should be using Flamethrower on that Execute, even if it's not badge boosted or anything, just for the simple fact that even if it does crit, it will knock it out regardless. Oops, wrong. Okay, so I actually don't know if Victory Bell Trainer will give 4,000 XP. Come to think of it, I can only think of one trainer here in Victory Road that gives 4,000 XP altogether, and it's the one with all the starters. I guess this guy instead. Okay, this guy gives 5,000 XP. Better safe than sorry, though. I actually really like the look of this cave with the Charizard skin. It looks a lot more cavey. Okay, so as Austin said, we're going to be... Oh, hold on a second. We're going to get the Fire Blast. Teach it over Flamethrower. Gonna get all our rare candies in. Yeah, you can definitely tell our time is quite far behind from the previous run. Okay, well, I was supposed to use Dig, but oh well. Looks like Austin is right about Cloyster, though. You know what? Austin, I don't know what I can do to stop critting on this Lapras. Do you have any advice how to not crit on this Lapras? Oh. I'm so glad we're doing a third run. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm starting to think that Dig might be better than Earthquake. Because she's not using Rest consistently now. Wow, forgot to save, but oh well. That is a good observation, Big Swole. I don't know how all the bad luck just managed to align in this run and we avoided all of it in the first run, but you were right. Really? I don't know why you redacted your message. I mean, it was perfectly normal. Okay. So this time, rest over Fire Blast. Okay, Swords Dance. Body Slam. Nope. Well, he deleted his message for some reason, Annie. I don't know why. It was a perfectly normal and fine message. All right. Well, apparently Lance has got that not missing Gyarados out this run too. There we go. Well, John, the third run, he wanted it to be a competitive run, so he wanted there to be no change. Ouch. Really? This Pidgeot, man, it is super bulky. Oops, wrong move. Thank you for the Leer. Probably need it for Executor, maybe. Okay, 42.53. 42.52. Well, I mean, it was technically 40 seconds better than the first run. Okay, we need a nickname for the third run. Ah. All right, once again, I will hit the restroom before we start our third run. Oh. Okay. Well, MVF, the thing about teaching... Oh, you're saying get rid of Ember early. I'm trying to think. When is the last time we used Ember? The last time I used Ember. Because that's actually a solid plan. We usually get Flamethrower right around the time we get to Giovanni, and Giovanni is past the last dig point, so that would make actually perfect sense. Well, the last time I use Ember is the last time it's good. I'm trying to think. The last time I use Ember, I think, is the execute trainer in Erica's gym. And that ended up being a 2-shot, so it still did not matter that I used Ember. The previous Ember was the 2 trainers, the Wrapping Lass and the other grass trainer before Rock Tunnel, I think was the last other 2 places I used Ember. So I mean, I guess that is a solid idea to have both Ember and, or sorry, both Earthquake and Dig, and then just teach over Dig when I get Flamethrower. Come to think of it, when do I even use Flamethrower? I think technically I should have used Flamethrower on Rival 6's execute, but I didn't. That's like the only place I can think of that actually used Flamethrower. Yeah, because I taught Fire Blast. I used Fire Blast on Bruno this time instead of Flamethrower. Yeah, really, fire moves just kind of stop being useful around the two trainers right before Rock Tunnel. I think those are the last 2. All right, I'm gonna grab 2 Advil and we'll start it up. Still have a minor headache going on for like the 2nd day in a row. All right. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to do differently? So I accidentally battled an extra trainer the last run. I remember that. I don't think we want to do that in Mount Moon. We still want to battle all of the Zubats after we get Mega Punch. Question is, do I want to consider wasting some extra time and teaching over not Scratch? Because I might need Scratch on Nugget Bridge. Because I was running a little bit close there, thanks to all the Mega Punch misses. I guess the first run was kind of an anomaly, and I didn't miss very much Mega Punch. Yeah, I'll have to play smarter there. Let's see, what else? What was the last time? It was 42-52. So it wasn't the greatest. Unfortunately, we still ran into issues. Protein is useless when you're running Swords Dance. Calcium would have been way better to help against Lance's Gyarados. Well, here's the thing, Big Swole. The strategy doesn't change whether I have calcium or not. However, if I don't buy the protein, there might be so I use 1 Swords Dance a lot in the run. If I don't buy those 3 protein and don't pick up those extra proteins, there is a good chance I won't one-shot stuff. Like a good example was the battle with Koga. I used one Swords Dance, and it was perfectly fine for the first run. And the second run, he survived with a Sliver, which means those proteins did, in fact, make a tiny fraction of a difference, and it did matter. But if I were to buy Calcium instead of Protein, that means Lance's Gyarados will, let's say, do 120 damage instead of doing 130 damage, which doesn't matter because we still die in 2 hits no matter what. So really, in the end, Calcium wouldn't make much of a difference. And the only other special move I can think of that we even get hit with the entire run is Bubble from the Wartortle, the Psybeam / Psychic from the Hypnos and the Drowsies. There aren't really that many special moves at all that, in the run, so it really would just it wouldn't be helpful to have Calcium. Sorry. Now the big question is, does the protein that I pick up in the Silphco or the protein in the, oh darn it, the other protein, if those matter at all, like if the 2 extra proteins, the Safari Zone or Silph proteins, if those matter at all, they're like right on the way. The only time it takes to do those is the time it takes to open the bag. Oh, right. That's the other problem. The Rival 5, he won't die with 1 Swords Dance, and like it's a 3-shot without any Swords Dance to knock out the Pidgeot, and that's what doing it after Koga. So that kind of sucks. But I think this is one of those runs where you just kind of have to go for Rival 5 and just kind of have to yellow it, because if I were to do, let's say, Blaine before Rival 5 and get the Vaporeon instead, I think that would be too much of a waste of time. And even then, you still have to use 1 Swords Dance, so you can still get hit with 1 Sand Attack. So I'm not really sure that would make much of a difference at all either. I think you just kind of have to YOLO Rival 5, and it is what it is. The thing is, it's not really much of a YOLO. I mean, it's not like his Pokemon do a lot of damage. The Blastoise, like, it has Bubble and Water Gun, and apparently prefers Bubble, so it is what it is. The Alakazam, it's got Psybeam. I don't think it has Psychic yet. So, I mean, Psybeam and Confusion. It's not like it's the strongest, especially against Charizard, which is pretty decent, especially since we obviously go in at full HP. The only reason why we lost the 1 was because we crit the Execute. We got hit by Stun Spore. I mean, that was just too many turns. Sand Attack plus Stun Spore is just an awful combo. All right, anyways, let me go ahead and restart the over-under, and we'll get started. Well, so far I've hit the over twice now, but I'm feeling good about this third run. Although the first over was my fault. Completely my fault. It didn't deserve to be that bad. All right. Go ahead and get started. That's probably enough talk. There doesn't really appear anything different that we can do. Oops. I don't start the timer until after a nickname. Oh, hello, Jumper. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Got good old Matt the Charizard. Ooh, aw, darn. I was about to say that was a really good range. We might actually 3-shot. Unfortunately, still 4-shot. Oh, how dare that guy? Oh, wow. No encounters. That's pretty solid. I like getting no encounters on a run where I can't actually one-shot the encounters. Although I like getting encounters on Pokemon that start with, like, you know, Aurora Beam and Karate Chop and moves that can actually knock out the encounters in one hit. Cool. I almost went for the antidote. Fixed myself there. What? How in the world? Oh, right. I wasn't level 7 yet. That's hilarious. Because I didn't get any... Oh, right. Never mind. I wasn't level 7 in any of the previous attempts. That's just apparently a bad range. Interesting. Oh, no. Actually, no. The previous attempts I had battled a Metapod. Oh, crap. I didn't get the antidote. Well, I guess if we get poisoned, so be it. It is what it is. Nice crit. That crit mattered. We're not saving. We're not healing. If we lose to Brock, we lose. And it's the first time he didn't actually use Sand Attack on turn 1. I agree with Annie. I think that it fell out of his pocket. All right, got to pay attention. All right, no bide. No bide. At this point, it doesn't matter if he uses bide. Perfect. 239. We're ahead by about 7 seconds. Nice. Oh no, it wasn't this trainer. It was the Atkins trainer. If I could knock out this Atkins in one hit, it'd be nice. You know, Annie, in this case, it's a true finders keepers situation. The question is, what's worth more? The potion that he drops or the money that he gives you for winning? All right, so we don't face anything. Oops. We don't face anything until we get Mega Punch. Once we get Mega Punch, then we can defeat Zubats. Maybe we'll get a Paris this run. We haven't got a Paris in either of the previous 2 runs. Hey, there's a Paris. Nice. That's actually going to save quite a bit of time because the previous 2 runs I had to spend a lot of time getting Sandshrew. 4 encounters and 3 encounters. True, true. He spent most of his money on potions. To be fair, he did a good job. I mean, he's got the highest level Weedle on the entire route. He's probably a really good trainer, in theory. Although, he might be a pretty bad trainer when you consider that his Weedle's level 9, and it's not like a level 9 Kakuna with Poison Sting. All right, looks like our encounter luck is actually slightly better on this run, because I think last run we were closer to level 19. Oh no, we're probably going to be 19 after this battle. Never mind, it's probably going to be the same. Right, never mind. Last time we got to level 20, but because we battled that trainer with the Geodude and the Onyx. Oh well, that means we got to defeat the rival at level 19 instead of 20. On the bright side, I don't have to waste time with the Sandshrew. I really should keep my own run in the top monitor. I really liked being able to look up and compare myself to myself and see how I'm going. It's kind of like what Scott does with the splits, except I get to just see the video in real time. Oh, come on. Okay, we might have to go for a heal, because if I miss too many... Oh, I was really hoping that would make it. 12 Mega Punches. We might have to scratch a thing or two, but I think we'll make it to the ether. The key is the Nidorans. The Nidorans are all 2 shots with Mega Punch, so I might as well just use Ember on the Nidorans. All right, no Nidorans. Ouch. Mega Punch miss. All right, this girl with her 2... I really hate this Pidgey. Well, you know, Big Swole, it's unfortunate, but, you know, the Pokemon that make the most money, they get the most praise. They get the most buffs. Clearly, Charizard is a cash cow for Game Freak. Ooh, that crit absolutely mattered. Well, Area 91, unfortunately, because the ceiling is so high on Charizard, it feels like a disappointment whenever you get yourself an average time. So, unfortunately, we got ourselves some pretty mediocre times on the first run because of my own incompetence, and the second run because of sheer bad luck. Truly the sheerest of the baddest of luck. I mean, like, Koga's Weezing survived on like 1 HP. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely having fun. Heck, even Charmander was quite fun. Not all the first stage Pokemon feel bad, but I can tell you Psyduck definitely felt pretty bad. Psyduck was not even a little bit fun. Once you get past Brock, then like the fun at least starts a little bit, but boy, still not fun. Any run where you have to spend pretty much 30 minutes training for Brock, not fun. And then even after 30 minutes of training, he's still not a given. That's not fun. Have I done Zubat? No. I dread Zubat. I know. So I know Golbat is actually pretty good, and I know... Oh my god. I didn't save. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're not getting any vitamins then. Critical hit, Bubble Beam, followed by X Defend. Ouch. Oh, hey, Scott. Yeah, I've got my eye on some of those runs. Not a big fan. The Pidgey one is going to be downright disgusting. I don't want to do Pidgey. Like, kind of like the run with Ditto. Like, I put it off to the very end. I'm curious if I want to consider putting Pidgey off to the very end. Oh, I also need to put a reset. There we go. It's always crazy when you get those really, really high time runs and you find out they're like 30 seconds away from a different run. It's like you played yourself over an hour and a half simulated game with loads and loads of decisions and luck and find that they're like 30 seconds apart. It's crazy. Like, for instance, the full item randomizer that both Speed and I did, we both finished within 1 minute. And it was over a two-hour run, and we both finished within 1 minute. It's always crazy when that kind of stuff happens. I don't think I've ever had a tie. Speed and I have been 1 minute apart a few times. Or not 1 minute, sorry, 1 second apart. At least twice in a race. But I don't think we've ever finished with an actual tie. Oh, not Sand Attack. Oh. Okay, well, in the end, it doesn't really matter because there's pretty much nothing Surge can do. Well, when I mean tie, I mean down to like 1 second. Like within the exact same 1 second. I know Speed and I had, let's see, what was it? It was Tyranitar Randomizer. They both ended within 1 second. Oh my god, I was right. Darn it. Voltorb can survive Body Slam. So Dig, Body Slam, Dig is the correct strat. I'm curious how having 1 fewer proteins is going to make this run. Now that we know that Koga is apparently a range, I'm curious if that range now matters more. Sandshrew and Krabby, you say? That doesn't feel fair. Sandshrew has to get a Hydro Pump miss, where I think Krabby kind of wins on its own merit. Like, did you get like a lot of Hydro Pump, or like, did you get an early Hydro Pump miss on Sandshrew? Or the opposite, a late Hydro Pump miss? Nice, crit mattered. Crit mattered. Crap. Oh, wow. Interesting. Dig does more damage than Ember. Or it's a high range. One or the other. Interesting. I did not expect that. I wish I would have known. So I didn't have to waste the first two battles getting put to sleep for, I think, 5 turns and 7 turns. Well, true, but look at her stats. It's 79 versus 71. So it's not like a huge difference. But I guess Ember is 60 power and Dig's 100, so that does not surprise me. Interesting. I never really considered Oddish as a special tank. Well, apparently both the Oddish and the Bulbasaur. Oh, that was close. Nope, I'm too poor. Can't afford the third protein. I could if I sold the TMs, but I don't want to sell the TMs. It takes too long on a run like this. Just gonna have to deal with the 2 proteins. I deserve it for not saving on Misty. Up to this point, Misty wasn't really all that close of a battle. But, I mean, a critical hit Bubble Beam and a X Defend was really the only outcome where she could have pretty much won. We're not doing Rocket Hideout at all, John. We don't need it. We only need 10 candies. And the Rocket Hideout candy is the longest. So it's the most cuttable. I'm trying to think now MVF's strategy of getting rid of Ember from this point on and teaching Earthquake until we get Flamethrower makes a lot of sense. Hey, KPI. So far, so good. Unfortunately, some of the runs had a bit of problems. One caused by me, one won the game. But don't worry, Matt did a $10 donation and we're currently on the 3rd run. All right, so we're about to go pick up Swords Dance over Mega Punch, and we're about to go pick up Earthquake over Ember. Crap, wrong move. Alright, fly. Alright, I got the fresh water. We're good. So now the question is this protein. Is this protein worth it? And considering I've picked it up every run so far, and I wasn't even able to purchase the third protein because of the blackout on Misty. And seeing as the Koga is a range, I'd probably say yes, it is probably worth it. Okay, well, I was kind of curious if that would do more damage due to Machoke's lower special. Darn it, I picked up the Carbos again. I should have did that all at once on the 7th floor. For some reason, my brain thought we were out of bag room. Okay, and fly. Nope, wrong move. Gotta remember when you do early Saffron, it defaults to Saffron. Ember wasn't able to knock out that execute, so didn't really need it anymore. You know, it didn't dawn on me until just now that actually, I don't think she's capable of using Sleep Powder because we double resist all the grass moves and she's going to avoid the grass moves like the plague. Oh, now it makes me wonder. Scott said something about needing 2 trainers. He said something about one of them being on Cycling Road. Unfortunately, I don't remember the reason why. Oh, well, I don't want to do those trainers. It appears that if we were 1 level higher, Koga would probably be a guarantee. Nah, it's okay, Scott. It's okay. You said either 2 trainers on the Cycling Road or 2 trainers in Victory Road. And I've been doing 1 trainer in Victory Road to get myself to 48. All right, I don't need the max potion. I just need the full restore. I've been getting poisoned every time I get in Koga's gym. All right. Pretty much have all my HP. Probably don't actually need to heal. All right, 1 Swords Dance. Fusion's perfectly fine. Oh my god, I hit myself. What is Nightbot? Nightbot is like a moderator that does all the dirty work. It's for like, you know, it does the stupid, the stupid things for you. It like gets rid of all of the excessive usage of like emotes or excessive posting of links or excessive caps. It's not the best, but it's certainly necessary. Necessary evil. I do like how I have Earthquake this early, due to MBF's suggestion of getting rid of Ember. Wow, it survived again. No, it just does the hard work so Annie doesn't have to. The grunt work. You don't want Annie to do the grunt work, do you? Do you? Electrode wheezing guy. That's the guy on the 5th floor. I wonder why he did those trainers, though. I mean, it makes sense. Sure, why not? Scott said to do them. They might probably worth it then. Ouch. Still not within range. Feels bad. Leer might be helpful. We'll see. Okay, well, outside of getting hit by bubble crits again, I think we'll be fine. Perfect. All right, outside of Misty, everything seems to be going pretty well this time. Okay, so it turns out the one Earthquake I used before this battle as a precaution mattered. The last time I used one Earthquake, it wasn't enough to knock out this Kangaskhan. Of course, I got a crit, so we'll still not know. Boy, I really, really like the suggestion of Earthquake over Ember. I just feel like now I have PP. Lots and lots of PP. Okay. Well, I mean, we're getting real close to the learning of Flamethrower, and we'll probably get rid of it at that point, but for now, remains a great choice. It doesn't really matter which one I do. I didn't need the speed. It just... Really, there's no real reason why I did that, but I was pretty sure I needed the badge boost regardless. Not the badge boost, but the stat boost. No need to heal. wonder how much of a waste of time the Misty thing was. Nice. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Got room for Fire Blast. Good. $46 is when we get Flamethrower. I can't remember if we needed one or if we needed two Swords Dance to knock out these Machokes. I'm gonna go with, well, thanks to the Leer, I think one's probably good enough. Okay, good. Well, that's good. That's good. Anything under 40 or even at 40 is good, is very good with me. Unfortunately, due to the Mount Moon thing, it's really hard to compete with Scott's times, but Scott got like 39 something. So if I can get 40 something, I'll be happy. Okay, so last time we found out that 2 Swords Dances was not enough to knock out this Pidgeot. I just Gen 1 missed a Flamethrower and got Leech Seeded. Oh my god, you got 38-27? Dang. Well, now I'm a little scared of the Gen 1 miss. I can defeat the Bellsprout Line Trainer for that 1 extra level. But now if there's a Gen 1 miss, ooh boy. Not great. Out of curiosity, do you guys do the second room boulder? Do you guys do the zigzag pattern? So I've been tinkering with the idea of doing it this way. Because it's technically one less change of direction, but there's, for some reason, I just can't get around to doing it every time. Like, my brain knows that it's probably the best way of pushing the boulder, but I just don't physically do it. For some reason, I do the whole zigzag, and it's not the best way to do it, for sure. Yeah, I do a lot of dumb things, and I have just committed to doing the dumb things at this point. All right, so 58 and Fire Blast. And move full restore somewhere to the top. Okay. All right, Earthquake. Crap. And my attack drop. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. And I missed a Fire Blast. Great. Okay. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Okay, we need to hit everything. Thank you. Finally, it's my first not loss at Lorelei thanks to me getting a crit. Ooh. I'm curious, is Fire Blast enough to knock out Onyx? Nice. Wow. I missed 2 of the Fire Blasts at the end. Okay, Bruno, just refuse to attack. Got it. Perfect. That, you know what? I will not even complain. I'll take it. No. Oh, thank you. Okay, should be no problem. Okay, so now rest over Fire Blast, rest over Fire Blast, rest over Fire Blast, rest over Fire. Rest over Fire Blast. Okay. How many times are we going to get hit by Hydro Pump? Let's see. Oh my god, we got the first try miss. And no Gyarados crit. Sweet, and we got the full setup before rest. And another Hydro Pump miss. Nice. Or that Hyper Beam miss. Oh no. Oh my god. Hold on. We got okay. We got confused. With 3 Swords Dance, any confusion is always scary. Hey, Austin. Okay. Okay. Okay, I mean, a crit. This is the spot that critting is fine. All right, one more. Okay, well, at least it wasn't Hypnosis. That's all I really care about. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! 39-11. Woo! Oh my god. That's basically a tie for Scott when you count the Mount Moon thing. Woo! Oh, I feel good about that. And the worst part is the one loss is to Misty, which I didn't save. Oh, I feel so good. Oh, big thanks to Gym Leader Matt for the $10 donation that made the 3rd run possible. All right, let's see where 39 puts us. All right, 39 puts us at a Zapdos. The question is 232, 238. Shockingly, still behind Zapdos, which crazy. Nice. All right, well, Zapdos is level 56. We were level 62 with, yeah, and I think Zapdos probably didn't need to use like moves like Swords Dance, so Zapdos didn't waste any time with Swords Dance, and it looks like there's probably a lot of YOLOing going on with that Zapdos at level 56 with 3 resets. But still, big thanks to Matt. Great run. Finally, everybody who voted the under was correct. I had gotten 2 overs previously to this, so that's always great. All right. Well, anyways, let's see. I think we don't have any more runs planned for this week. There was the Saturday run, which was going to be with Ike, but Ike made plans after Speed canceled on him. And I told Speed, oh, I'll still do the run with Ike, but by then Ike had already made plans. So there is no run on Saturday. I will try and plan something for Sunday. Obviously, there won't be a vote for it because there was never anything in the community post this year. So I'll just pick the run for Sunday. I think we'll probably do something. We'll do something first stage. Not really sure if I want to be a masochist or not. So let me see what we got still. All right, we still have. Oh boy. We still got a lot, surprisingly. I apparently forgot to remove Psyduck. Okay, well. Pidgey. No, thank you. I don't think we're gonna be doing Pidgey. I'm surprised you didn't include coughing on the list of like the worst stuff. I think if coughing had like, was it like smog is like the only attacking move, and that's like double resisted by Brock. And I remember Scott complaining about it horrific, like really badly on his run, and Scott didn't even have to deal with defense curl. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I don't want to do coughing. Surprisingly, when I held a vote this week, nobody voted for Seal, which I remember Scott mentioning Seal was not the greatest of runs either. I imagine that probably has something to do with its starting moveset. Probably only gets Headbutt, if I recall. Because I think Dugong gets Aurora Beam and Headbutt, and Game Freak is famous for giving the first stage Pokemon less moves than their evolved form. So I imagine that's probably it. I know with Slowpoke, it starts with only Confusion instead of Confusion and Headbutt. Kind of the thing that I just mentioned. Poliwag, I probably want to save for a week. I'm not feeling good, but still want to do a run. Poliwag, I know, is going to be real good. Let's see. Ooh, I wonder if I want to do a Clefairy or a Jigglypuff. I know that one of those are going to be real bad, but at least I'm going to get to use all the special moves, and I'll get access to, I think, Minimize and Sing. So they couldn't possibly go too wrong. Mankey is a good suggestion. Does Mankey start with low kick? Scratch and Leer, huh? Oh boy. That's... I mean, I guess it could probably be done at 13. Probably. If not 13, then 15, but I really hope it wouldn't be 15. Machop? Oh, right. You know what? I was supposed to do Machop like a week or two ago and had to cancel. I think we'll probably just do Machop. That seems like a solid thing to do. Plus, we just did Machamp like a week last week, so I'm gonna have at least some of the moveset still lodged in the brain. Although 35 speed, ooh, that is rough. 35 specials, a little bit more in line with fighting types. 70 HP is not bad either. Yeah, I think we'll do Machop tomorrow. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's run. I appreciate it very much. I will see you guys again on Sunday. Okay. Gym Leader Matt says we'll never outspeed an Alakazam. Good to know. We'll probably still play the run, pick up the Carbos, and just see how close we are. But I understand. Machamp was never able to outspeed the champion's Alakazam, and Machamp had 55 speed. So 35 speed, yeah, that makes perfect sense that we'll never outspeed any of the Alakazams. But yeah, we'll see how that run goes. It's one of the runs that I definitely know we'll have to abandon Karate Chop a lot earlier than expected, because speed of 35 means we're not going to always crit. But anyways, see you guys on Sunday. Bye.